Okay, so this is the base that I've been doing, Redemption, and I've been meaning to like show you how to do it from the ground up. So the main foundation is all this, followed by 4 triangles to the sides, and then off the left and right triangle you place 2 more foundations. Those 2 foundations are loot rooms. So preferably you can make this a starter, surround it, make everything out of stone. It also has an inbuilt airlock, so you don't have to worry about that when you're making the starter. You can just upgrade everything to stone, except this foundation. This foundation instantly upgrades to metal as soon as you can. When you're placing the TC, place it as much to the right side as you can. And you'll see why later. So as for the loot rooms, you can make them however you want. If you want, you can place furnaces inside with a workbench or like in one square. That's if you want. Loot rooms are completely optional. I won't be going into that. So when you want to expand, you can just build out like triangles like this in a circle, wall this off, but before that upgrade this to sheet metal. Then wall it off, wall all of this, make a jump up here, delete this, you can place as many frames as you want. And of course finish this up. Okay, so when you're done with that, jump down and do the same thing on this side, the DC side, and completely wall it off as well. You can place like inner honeycombs as well while you're at it. So this is why we wanted the foundation to be sheet metal. Before you wall this off, you might want to upgrade this to metal, like these 2 walls, and this as well, yeah. So like these 4 walls need to be metal before you do anything. So I'll just upgrade it because yeah. This might be armor as well. He doesn't mind, doesn't matter right now. The floors you don't have to upgrade yet if you don't want to. Of course, this the TC one should be metal before anything else. Wall this up. How you make the second floor loot rooms is up to you as well. I'll just show mine off in a bit. Off the triangles you build, by the way, here shouldn't be a wall. I messed it up. The one opposite of the TC, the triangle, has to be a window. Not a window, a wall frame. Wall everything off. And then for the outside, make 2 triangles here. This will be like an inbuilt honeycomb. You can completely wall it off. Of course, preferably these ones should be metal as well. Wall it off completely. Same thing here on this side. And the honeycomb on the inside. You can completely finish it. Okay, laggy. Okay, so how we make loot rooms is we put up 2 loot rooms here. These are our ramp loot rooms, as I call them. You can make them any way you want. We just like them because it's really easy to like wall them off with windows. Really? Preferably you would want to upgrade this to metal before placing the other one because other than like later on, or like place boxes in one room before making the windows, because otherwise making a box, placing the box is pretty AIDS. If you do it like this, like it's not worth it. Just place them before placing the windows. Just a friendly tip. I do the same thing on the other side. Oh yeah, I forgot. I forgot you need to place the lower ones first. So that's my bad. And you can wall it all of it off basically. Usually you can fit like a vending machine here if you want to. It's just like an extra storage. You don't have to, but it's always nice to. Same thing goes here. Then, while this will be our jump up to the third floor, which is gonna be our bedrooms. Just completely finish this, and then you basically got your second floor done. Again, how you want to make your little rooms, it's all up to you. Me and Lito just like to make them like this. Third floor is pretty simple as well. Just wall everything off and then do whatever you want with it, technically. It's a pretty universal base design. We just like to place a wheat farm here, which is, yeah, a bit stupid, but you know, you gotta do what you gotta do. These can work as either two small loo rooms or vending machines. It's whichever one you prefer, but we just like placing vending machines. And this can also fit a little room in it. Again, however you want to make them, you make them yourself. I'm not gonna tell you how to. Wall this off. You can wall this off as well. And same thing here for the bedroom. And of course, same thing. You can make a little room, or anything you want. You can place batteries here as well. And your basically your third floor is pretty much done. You can make a frame, and you can either make a jump up or a ladder hatch. We prefer ladder hatches. And if you did everything right, you should have this outline. Okay, so when you're done with that, go 7 foundations out of your. Now we'll be making, I mean, externals. So go 7 foundations out. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7. Place a triangle. Delete all of it. And then go out as if you would be making an external. Except when you're here, finish this up, upgrade it to metal, and you can delete this. When you're done with that, go 7 more foundations out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Place your triangles. Make sure these are 2 half walls facing the base. Preferably you want this to be metal. This will be one of our external DCs. Place it like this, and you can add window frames at the end. Or yeah, you can place windows or doors, whichever one you like more. And then delete 3 foundations, and this will be one of our external gates. Upgrade this to metal, just so it would be harder to disconnect them. And you can finish deleting these. Then you floor frames, preferably metal of course, so it would be harder to take them out. So this will be connecting to your base, and you do the same thing here. Wall frame, and then floor frame. This is how it should look. And off of this you'll be building your inner compound. And you do the exact same thing on the other side. 7 squares out. 4, 5, 6, 7. There's a triangle. Delete the foundations. And start building out. Of course, make this metal. Wall frame at the end. Delete it all. Seven foundations out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Make the DC. half walls at the end, and if you want you can make these window frames or doors. Of course it's whatever you prefer. 3 squares out. This will be your external gate. And then metal. What are they called again? Yeah, there's for floor frames, and then metal for floor frames. God, I can't talk. Finish it up with more floor frames, and then you've got your externals out. As for this side, you'll be going off whenever you finish your external stone wall. So when you finish building your externals like this, you build 2 triangles out, like this, off the closer foundation, 2 triangles out, a square, and then 4 triangles. This edge should meet the middle of the base. And then you do the same thing on this side. If you did it correctly, there should be this gap in the walls. Then you quickly do the same thing on the other side. 2 triangles, a square, 4 triangles. 2 triangles, square, 4 triangles, just like this. It should be perfectly gapped. After this, you just place the outer walls as you want. You can make them more on the inside, which we did, or if you want to make your own like inner peak towns, you can make them differently. But this is how we did it. I'll just show it off. This is what it should be, technically. If you did everything correctly, it should be this outline. And then you basically build up to the 3rd floor. The same build-ups. There we go. So this is what it should be, if you've done everything correctly so far. And now for the inner peak downs. Now these are basically optional, how you want to do them. We do them like this. Place 5 triangles, like on each side of the external TCs, place 5 triangles like this, and then 1 in the middle. This should give you like the perfect peaks, if you did it right. And then place a triangle off the inner side, and then build off of it. You should get these peaks in like a W direction. And you can shoot through these. You can shoot through these, see? It hits the dirt. Place a foundation closer to the outer wall, so it would be a peak like this. Basically, however you want to build the floor, it depends on you completely. We just like to build it this way. Of course, this triangle doesn't really matter, it doesn't do much. But this will be a wide gap in any way. You can make these pixel gaps, you can't shoot through them sadly. Oh, you can. Yeah, through these you can. Barely, but you can shoot through them. Make 3 triangles like this. And then you can put up a foundry like this. Make sure you don't build it like... Actually, no, you can. Alright. I thought stability problems would kick in, but no, I guess. Same thing on this side with the triangles. You kind of want to make like wide gaps with this. Basically cancel out this floor. This wide gap should be enough for like a 360 coverage. And then same thing on this side, just make a W shape as well. Same thing with the foundry, like this. Make a wide gap on this side. And you can basically build up like this. And you have a 360 coverage of your base with these shooting floors, not shooting floors, inner breakdowns. After done with that, just... Oh wait, I forgot. Oh yeah, those problems. Sometimes you won't be able to build the walls off of these just because there are floors. If that's the problem, put this and then put the floor up like that. It just sometimes happens. Just cover open walls, same thing here. Destroy the floor, place this, and then the wall. And these two should be done. Optionally, you can place frames like this, and you can cover up with some doors, but generally you still want these frames in any way, even if you're not going to place doors in the inner breakdowns. Just follow the normal base outline, like the triangles and these two. Well, you remember the basic outline. It's like this, cover it all up. No, no. You want to actually keep these two open, or either these two, it depends on what you want. Then make them jump ups to the shooting floor. Frames here. Also, you would probably want to cover this off. You can leave either like this, or you can copy what you made to the shooting floor for more peak downs. It depends on you, what you want to do here. Yep, stability problems begin. Fun. Again, completely depends on you how you want to do your shooting floor. Just don't take my advice to mind. However you did it, you should still have some peaks into your inner peaks. But those are just normal. You can't really do much about that. Okay, the shooting floor is a bit iffy. How you want to build it, that is. I usually just build off, like, I place one side, then I copy it to the other side instantly, so I just wouldn't forget. So, like this, then a triangle, a square, square. Oh yeah. With these, you want to make them differently. For these, you'll probably have to have the supports built in from the ground up. Because these are a bit different when it comes to building. I'll just show you instantly, so we wouldn't have to postpone it. Just build up frames like this. And then this. This is your first wide gap in the base for defending from the shooting floor. And then just do everything pretty much the same as you would normally. Where we face, yeah, since we're faced with white gaps again, we just do the same thing. Place triangles, they'll break, go down, and set up more wall frames. And there we go, same white gaps as you had otherwise. And for this you can just place a floor. So this is more or less what your shooting floor should look like. I can probably barely see it, there we go. This is more or less what it should be. You should try to memorize it, I think. I don't know, depends on you. Then quickly finish it off. If something breaks, don't be afraid to place some more walls, not walls, wall frames. Basically your default shooting floor things. Some wall frames, this. Okay, now there's a problem I ran across when I tried making the shooting floor is... Oh, never mind, it works now. If you make something wrong, you won't be able to place this door frame. If in case that happens, place a wall frame and then a double door facing this way. It'll open up and block off this entrance. That's just in case. Since last time it didn't let me do that. Okay, I don't know why it didn't let me, but now it's fine, so thank God. And then cover it all up. Yeah, again, if you have stability problems, just wall frames. Now this... There we go. Okay, sorry. And then you basically just continue off. Oh yeah, here you might have stability problems. Just in case, again, wall frames. They're your best friend. No. I hate this. Okay, there we go. You generally want to place some more frames, just for the extra stability. Of course it will increase your cost, but it's worth it. There we go. Everything should be fine, and you should have like 360 coverage of your base completely. And actually, when you're done, place it. You can make jump ups to the roof. Actually, one of these won't be a jump up. You can place a turret here just in case you try to raid it from top down. Frames on the inside. Make sure you place them on the main core foundations and not on the outside. And cover it all up. Except for this side. This side, leave these two open. Actually, wait. I think you'd want to place half walls. Yeah, half walls, and you can place these already as soon as while you're at it. I don't think it's, yeah. Okay, there we go. Half walls here, and then windows on top. Half wall, window. Mm-hmm. Technically, yeah, it should hold up. Again, make sure it's connected on the normal inner side, and then just finish off the roof. Sometimes I'll have the stability problem, but it's fine. Just work around build so you get it down. There, then you should have a pretty good jump up to the roof. And why I built these is for in case they decide to roof raid, which I don't know what this is a thing. One sec. There we go. You'll have some roof coverage just in case. On top you can place a heli garage. How me and my duo like to do it is just cover up these triangles for your heli garage. Just like this. As for turrets, you can place half walls here, cover them up, place a turret inside, and similar thing. Why is there a roof missing? As for these, you can just put up a... wait, what? Wait, one sec. Okay, there we go. This, I'm not sure why is it not letting it do now. Probably because of this thing. Yeah, because of that thing. It's really funky. It's the same door I was talking about before, like this one. So you might as well just place a normal wall frame here instead of a door frame here, because the stability problems, not stability, multi-TC problems are pretty enormous. And then you might as well just do the same thing on the other side. There we go. Just demolish this and place this on this side. It should be fine. There we go, we can place 2 more turrets here. Do a similar thing over here. And then the same on this side. Just mirror, basically. And you have, just on the roof, you have 8 protected turrets now. Of course, if you want, you can place some more on top of these, on, like, basically anywhere. Now for the wind turbines, it's pretty low stability. Sometimes you might get away with 2 frames in case instead of 3. Wind turbine. That's one. I usually like to place some off of this, where the turrets are. Again, this is generally just however you want to do it. Oh yeah, I forgot. Stability. Cool. That's weird that you at all can't place them. Okay. If this happens, then you might as well just give up on this entire side, sadly. It's with my building, it's pretty random where I'll get stability problems. So yeah, don't expect too much. Sometimes you might get away with this even. There's a 4 here, but again, that's very much so sometimes. If you're completely lost, just grab a random triangle on the base and build off of that. Triangle, triangle, and wind turbine. It's pretty iffy because this isn't really exactly an even base. But there we go. This is roughly how it should like by now, if you've done everything right. After that, it's just your compound. You can make your external gates however you want. It doesn't have to be like just these two walls. You can add triangles, whatever you want. Compound is the same thing, and what you place in your compound is exactly the same. As for the externals, however, you find this gap, triangle, and then 8 foundations out. Triangle, triangle. Of course, probably should be metal. Then you build it out. Make a DC. Am I dumb? Yeah. You can't have those connected. I just realized I'm pretty stupid. Okay, yeah. When it comes to externals, you don't leave those there. The squares. Cover it up. You can put up windows if you want. Again, same thing. 3 foundations out. And you make your gate. However you want. Of course, this won't be connected to the main base. This works just as an external gate, keep in mind. This is no more than an external gate. This won't be connected to the main base, and it won't have that much of an upkeep. And then you do the same thing here. You find this gap, build it out. Of course, you would rather do with stone. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Triangles, delete the foundations behind you. And a triangle. Because that's unnecessary upkeep. Then you do pretty much the same thing. Don't forget to have walls. Build this up. 3 foundations out. And then you connect them all. Preferably with metal. And then you place the DC in the same spot. I don't know why it broke last time. And you're pretty much done. It's just however you want to place your external walls. Everything else, what's left, is completely up to you. The jump up, how I made it, is you go like this. You add wall frames as your gates.
wall this off, and you'll have a frame here for your garage doors, and this is your entrance to the base. Of course, your base shouldn't be all stone. The entire inner core should be metal, but of course that will cost a lot more than. As you can see, the base is pretty hefty in price right now. But pretty much at this point, you can just place boxes outside your oil refineries wherever you want. So this is basically the entire base design. Oh, if you have any more questions, you can freely ask me. And any criticism I'll take. This base is completely still in work. Like, it's still in progress. It's still a really new design. Any help would be much appreciated. Anyways, yeah. Thank you for watching, and yeah, see you.